around the ground, and away we go. There we go. We've got the picture going, so fantastic here, and great to be joined by John O'Neill, of course, with the Ongerup Football League. So fantastic, John. Welcome along, and mate, what a fantastic carnival today. It is 4th versus 4th on the Cool and Transport and Fife Transport ground. Of course, yourself, the Great Southern Fuels, fantastic sponsors, and big shout out to Alan, Faye, Steve and Diane down there at Great Southern Fuels, and the great support of yourself, John, driving the Classic Clashes initiative to support the promotion of community events from Kununurra to Albany.
Now, how good is this, eh? To see, right. That's why we get involved.
That's it, mate. Day 2, and all teams, no one misses out, so all teams get to play on the second day as that ball's just bobbling around here. Going to be an interesting game. Keep an eye out. I know we talked a fair bit about these two, but Flynn Spark and Riley Holden, the two left footers out there, the blonde players, plus support of many others. We had Oscar Ghosh. Yesterday, gave him a foot in a pair of thongs and lad in the helmet, played a great game off the back line for Ongerup, and I guess that's what happens in a game where it might be a little bit to the opposition's favour. It gets down in the back line a bit and you get around the ball, John.
Well, you get noticed down there, don't you?
Always an upside.
You have to be, yeah.
Big kick comes in.
It's a big ask for the boys after 3 games yesterday. Big hard going, and
I'll tell you
in
what,
front up again at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's
and they did a warm-up, but it wasn't a huge warm-up, but it was good enough.
Can you give one?
They're having a go. So umpires picked out a free kick here. That looks to be Logan Finlayson. Well, actually,
can you give one to James, the one I've got to sit with down there? James Eaton.
Comes in. Long kick. On its way. There it is. There it is. The big fella's got his first. He had a chat to us last night. He told us he was going to kick a few.
It was a nice long kick from there with a few sore legs after yesterday.
The first is on the board. Probably try and catch his eye, but he's not going to look over. Look at the breeze come up today. It's overcast here, John. We're in for a bit of rain.
Expecting a few showers.
So 3 minutes in. And the first goal on the board.
Up at Great Southern. He's a big lad, that ruckman.
Yeah, he played some really good footy yesterday as well. A couple of players went off the ground. There is, as we speak, that is Flynn Spark. He'll get on that left boot. It's a beautiful left boot. What way was the wind going, John? I've noticed when you walked down, was it coming into your face? So is it a little bit right to left today?
Yeah, it's coming from southwest actually.
Yeah. So that'll be right to left of the screen.
Dead opposite was yesterday.
Yeah. So here is Gus, just holds it in. And free kick in there, so that was interesting. Reece Hardy.
Don't know where that come from.
Inside. That's a beautiful kick. Couldn't quite take it. Was the
McLeod.
Yeah. Well, both players couldn't quite. In the end, time to extract it out. Number 12 in Kobe Hams. There he is. Gee, it's caught up in the middle. Keep an eye out on number 9, Noah Bowen-Zockley there. It is up a Great Southern. They are in the yellow for the people watching around Australia, and Ongerup are in the red and white. As it goes around to Logan Finlayson. A long kick down. Jeez, I'll tell you what, it's over the back here. If it can bounce up, it does. Is he going to boot the ball?
Yep.
Looks like Lucas Hull there. Very happy with himself.
Yeah, nice clearance out of the centre there to into an open forward line, and he was just over the back, a forward pocket player.
A little bit of congestion there as that ball. So was that long kicking again by Bolton forward? Yep. There he is, just over the back. Fortuitously, John, they're the ones you like when they just bounce up.
That's it in front of you, yeah.
There he is. So off to a good start. Ball coming back in the middle. Because the best 20 of the carnival will get selected after this, which is always fantastic to hear what's going on. Just while people are watching, over on the Coolan Town Oval 1, which is the AFBRI Great Southern Fuels ground, is the Goldfields and Lower Southwest at the moment. That's third versus third. Eastern Districts play Esperance at 11 o'clock. These are all on Oval 1 after this, and that is second versus second. And because the grand final, Peel versus Great Southern Storm, is going to be an interesting game as well. But really enjoyed the quality, John, of all the players that have been out here. They step up a level, don't they, when they come to these type of carnivals?
Oh, they're doing us great for them to go up to that level. They go, and the beauty about it, Tony, is when they go home to their own club, they're better for it,
Yes.
and they take it back to their own club, and it helps the players back in their own club. You know, brings them up a leg. You know,
Yep.
and they become leaders.
And we talk about all our sponsors, of course, Great Southern Fools, Dyson Jones,
nice.
Wall, but yourselves been fantastic, Great Southern Fools, with the support of country footy. I know you help out a lot. Very humble with it, but you know, a classic clashes track, just a player down in back play there, that doesn't look too good either. Just keep an eye on him. We'll come back to you in a moment, John, just make sure he's all right. He's actually up on his hands and knees now.
Yeah.
That ball's bobbling around in the forward line here. Well, quick handball out, player taken without the ball, threw the arms in the air, and he said, look at me, Umpy.
Think
Surely that's a free.
I think you got a bit winded there.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Young Hamsey, got one in the back.
So they're not
think.
asking him to take the mark, are they? No.
No. Oh, no, he's...
Another player coming off on interchange, and Big Ham's going to come off as well. As that kick comes in, that's what's going to happen. Oh, it's out of bounds on the full, so up at Great Southern. 7 minutes in, 2 goals to nil as we talk. And so I was just coming back to Great Southern Fools. Of course, John, while you're with us, I'm going to pick your brains a little bit. We've got Alan and Faye McWhirter, they're the primary owners. The company founded in Lake Grace in 1976, and we had the beauty of going down and meeting Alan and some of the family. Talk about passion in sport. Yourself and Alan and the rest of the crew, mate, just absolutely sensational. Loves having a chat about sport, and they're liking what they're seeing. Doesn't matter the team, that's good passage of play out there. But I sort of came into this carnival going, I'm going to be very thankful to all our supporters, because it's grassroots, it's out in the country. These players drive a long way to get to training and games. I think someone was saying the other night, the Ongerup training, they drove about 200 kilometres to come in and then go back again. As that kick comes in, that's a straighter kick, just leans back. There's a celebration, a big fist in the air. We'll just see who that is in the green boots. As he's popped the mouth guard in. I reckon that's Howie Clegg, who kicked a few goals yesterday.
It is,
as well.
Yep.
So he's on the board. The little player is Clegg. But yeah, we came over earlier and you caught up with yourself travelling around the countryside, mate. What does it mean to you go out to these regions, and whether it's your own region, Ongerup, or some of the other regions we catch up with you at the championships, of course, but to see all these great people, they're very thankful for Great Southern Fools, the support that you put into the truck, and also supporting local footy.
Yeah, no, we pride ourselves on doing that. Not just, we don't, you know, we like to be recognised, but it's not what that's all about, Tony. It's about this sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Giving people in the country the opportunity that they don't normally get, like city people do. You know, we're trying to even up the balance, and some of these kids would never get recognised with something like this.
Yep.
It's great carnivals like this. But Alan and Faye, they had a lot of foresight early years ago, 50 years ago.
Yep.
What is 50 years?
Alive.
Yeah, and then without sport in the country, you don't have towns, and you need people, and people are important.
And it was an amazing that players just tackled there. It was an amazing
that was
statistic
quick.
I heard last night about the amount of country players that are, the Waffle and the AFL, the amount that have gone through.
It's
There's a 66% or
something like that in Perth, in the Waffle, yeah, for sure. And you look at like come out of this carnival over the years, gone on to Waffle footy or AFL, you know, like.
Pat Forbes is in the forward line there for Ongerup. Does that come in?
We had a dual Brownlow medalist playing this carnival here when he was 14, Nat Fife.
Nat Fife.
Yep. Kick 6 off a half forward flank.
And there we have this oval that we're playing on now is called the Coolant Transport and Fife Transport Ground.
Yep.
So there we are. So a lot of
yeah, they're great
there.
supporters of country sport too, both of them, you know, like rang them up to see if they'd come on board to help us out with this, to Grant Robbins and David, and no hesitation. No, it's just that's what country business, country people do. You know, like.
And look, being able to screen it, we wouldn't have the truck without your support. And now this year we're screening both grounds, and so without that support as well, we wouldn't have that truck going around. That's a huge collision.
Shivers.
That's going to take
Riley Holden.
To get up there, Riley Holden. And he had a very hard game yesterday. We can hear that collision from here. Jesus out there running here, number 28, Noah Logie. Gee, it's a bit of a scrubbing kick, made it hard for his teammate. It's going to be 2-on-1 here.
Darcy.
The one comes in, that is fantastic work. He's bundled across and does a bit like the old spinning top. There, spun up and around, and well done to Darcy Barrett. And yeah, he's just coming off there, Riley Holden. That was a huge collision. We could hear that from here. Up it goes. Tell you what, Lincoln Eaton, we spoke about him yesterday. He was a really big target up forward if they can get it down there. Yep.
Like I said, he's a very mature boy. He's 16 years old.
Yep. Good size. Ball comes in, a little bit of shepherding off the ball there from Cody Haywood. Free kick comes out. The way of Ongerup, player comes out shaking his hand. So a little bit of collateral damage here as Ongerup go forward. So tonight, John, do they do anything as a group afterwards, or they just head off, or they have a quick chat with the coach and thank them for their efforts?
Oh, we just do the with the IFA. We just do our awards after in the change rooms, and because they're such a young side and they're travelling, back to Perth or back to back to Boxwood or wherever. It's a long way. We don't like the young blokes driving tired or late at night. So as soon as we can, we get them on the road. So
it's an interesting story, you know, just to hear how they do come together and then how they dissipate afterwards, because a lot of them are opponents in their local clubs, and then we see them come down to the championships. You're not standalone, are you? You come as with a couple other teams, regional districts, or you come as Ongerup?
I've come as Ongerup, but I'm sort of involved in the Great Southern Council on the board.
Yep.
And now no real attacking sort of player.
Does he play seniors down there?
Yeah, seniors, mate.
Wow.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, around they go. They're out again. Sparkle go on to his left, brushes him off. Had the chaser coming at him. Oh, is that a little nudge? Oh, he's played on, the big fella. That'll do for a kick. It's into a dangerous position, but flying high and able to relieve there is number 23 in Jai Patterson. So a couple of good forays forward, John, from the half back down the half forward.
We've had a couple of sorties there, but just hadn't made the best of it, you know.
And talk about moments, that'll be quarter time. Talk about moments in games, and they're the positives as we go in with 3 goals to 0 for the game so far. John, we'll let you head off again and go down and help the team out there. I think we've got Paul Reed going to come in. So thank you very much for all your help and support again, and enjoy the rest of the carnival.
You're most welcome. And while I'm here, I'd just like to thank you guys, that yourself and James and Rowett and John, for coming down and putting this to air and putting it all around the country, around the world, really. It's fantastic. there's parents that can't get here. They're sitting on the lounge chair watching their grandsons or their sons, so it's just so we thank you very much for doing it, mate. We really appreciate it. And the old mate Rowett, and yourself, we've travelled the country together and putting country towns and great southern fuels and these kids on the map. So thanks very much, guys.
Fantastic. All right, we will take a short break.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks so much.
No worries, mate.
So Davidson it was with the answering goal. Quick answer to the Ongerup goal by McLeod. As that ball up goes up. There's what he can do, the big fella. Jack Lee, got a great future ahead of him. Ball comes out now. Up as our player taking the ground. That is a free kick. Just dropped the ball as he was trying to get boot to the ball. So comes in now, the kick. Straight into the centre again. Oh, where's one for his work? And that is a quick 50 there. Blair ball. Gets straight back up, which is good to see. Jeez, he copped a fair whack though. So he's going to kick from probably 48 out here. Going to have a look at the goals. It's going to kick into that breeze, I would suggest. Runs in, gives it everything. It's going to go to the goal line. Up goes the pack. Anyone's ball. Who can get it out this way, that way? Spark just puts it into open space. They're going to run on it. Oh, good speed. Attacking that ball there was the Ongerup player. Well done there by Lewis Gerard. Really well done. Kicks out to that half back line, and that's really well done by that player. Good courage. Kick comes in. Nice work. They're starting to put a few possessions together. Trent Herbert right in the centre of the ground. Bounces off the cricket pitch. Floats the ball straight to, looks like it could be Haywood. Maybe not. He elects to come long. Players have pointed down wider, but he elects to come long to the ruckman. Gee, he's wrapped up there is Lewis Gerard. Did some really good work a moment ago. And no, that is Cody Haywood just there to the left off screen in the pink boots. So ball comes his way. There is Haywood. 1, 2, 3. Look at the players line up here. Geez, good on his feet is Logan Finlayson. Knows his way around the footy oval. Puts a shepherd and gets spun around, but the ball's on our forward line here. One handball. Oh, you're in a world of trouble, and that's the flying Hawaiian tackle by Josh Giles, the vice captain. Wrapped him up and he was going nowhere, and Giles says, I'm pretty happy with that, but I've got to come back and get my own footy. Well done to the young man. So Jess looking, surveying what's in front of him. He gets very close to the man on the mark. 3 on 1. Well, you wouldn't believe it. The big ruckman does the roving. Lee. Down comes the ball. Gee, that's a great grab. Well done, Darcy Barrett, vice captain. Looks across the other side because there is a player on the wing. Oh, he hasn't quite made it. Bit of a collision there, up and down. Ongerup, they're still in it. It's 3 on 2 here, so the 3 win out. That's a little bit off the side of the boot, almost fortuitously for the uppers. Player gets around, one handball. Quick boot the ball around the corner. Very well done, Noah Logie. And he has his first on the board. Just knowing what to do around the corner there, Noah Logie. And, well, that is their 5th goal. Well done to the young man. Noah Logie, number 28 there. Kicked a few yesterday as well. Handy up forward for a big guy. Well done. So Holden it is, gets that ball out. Just a scrappy kick by Ongerup down, but fortuitously jumps into Brock Herbert's hands. Umpire says we'll ball it up. Umpiring's been very good. They've been quick on the whistle, but very good today. Up it goes. Bobbling around. Holden again. On that left boot, it's a long kick down. That's a good attempt at a grab, and it is a grab. Remember, our Mark of the Year is sponsored by AFCRI. $3,500 to the Mark of the Year prize winner. Our partner with Classic Clashes for the next 6 years is AFCRI, so we thank them very much. This player's going to go around the corner. Tell you what, he liked it off the boot too. Looks like it could be young Eaton, so we'll just see when he turns around. Yes, it is. That is a Lincoln Eaton with a very nice goal there. 16 years old, but certainly knows his way around a footy ground. And nice goal.
Certainly was. Upgrade Southern have been good today, but Ongerup just mounting a little bit of a comeback.
And that is the second goal on the board for Ongerup. So joined by James Gardner. in commentary. Thanks very much for coming on, James, and great carnival so far by yourself commentating, but also with what you've seen. You've been a lot on Oval 1 as well, but just a ball up in the middle. How have you seen the game so far? A bit of a scrappy affair, but opportunistic at times as well.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty classic country game. Both sides like to be congested as Upper Grade Southern get this clearance through. Hayward pumps it long to a true centre forward position. Logie got hands to it, couldn't reel in the mark. Crumbed his own footy, fired out the handball. Good vision to Roy. This would be some sort of finish from the pocket. Oh, it hits the post.
Well, that's the blemish. 5 goals, one of the best points ever seen on Cool and number 2 oval, I'd suggest there. Geez, I'll tell you what, you waited for that to curve, but just that wind today really was blowing that ball back a bit, so playing a little bit of havoc. That ball out on the far side, there's been a free kick. Which way is it going? It is going the way of number 22 in Trent Herbert. That was against Zachariah Bolton Ford, who had a chat to us last night. We won't disclose what was said, but he did kick the first goal of the day.
We had some good chats to a few players last night.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Local. It was great to get to know everyone as Upper Grade Southern again through the middle of the ground. Chopped off though.
Bit of a game between the 50s here, James, at the moment. Screwy, that'll go over the top. Look at them run now. A lot of sore bodies. That'll do. A little bit of a soccer. What are you going to do next? 3 on to 1. Geez, he's done well there, that lad. Hamish Medway, he's had the run about 50 metres. He's done really well to get into that. A few sore bodies out there. Riley Holden coming off again. Well-earned rest. Number 21 coming on, Harry McLeod.
Maybe a few
Cool.
battling niggles and injuries. There's a free kick being picked out. It's going the way of Jake Nelson.
Jack Lee, that is.
Or Jack Lee, rather.
Ruckman,
Sorry.
Yeah.
They've swapped the numbers. Goes long to centre wing, trying to scrap his way through his Finlayson, gave the hands away. Logie caught, holding the ball. Great pressure applied there by McLeod, right in front of us. Still scrapping their way along here on Up. They just need to get a little bit of ball movement and start to open this game out. It's been a problem that both these sides have had during the carnival, is breaking down at centre half forward, and that's where the lost games of footy is other sides being able to rebound against them.
So that's an interesting kick into the middle of the ground. That's cut off. It's really got to work if you're going to do it. Big Herbert goes into the forward line. What's happened when it hits the ground? That's the interesting question here. 2 on 2. Good battle. Oh, he's got some class, this lad. It dribbles out, though, out of the hands. Exactly what you said, James. 2 of the questions I had in these games. What happens at half forward and inside 50? Does it get finished off or does it come straight back out, which is about to happen? And what happens at half back? Is it panic? Or like this, is it composed? Do they switch or go down the line? And here is the switch I'm talking about, as that ball stays a long time in the air to lead.
It was, but it works out okay for Upper Grade Southern. They're going to get it through a few sets of hands. Lee looks inside again into the corridor. Dangerous looking ball, opens the door. The bounce was kind though for Perrin. He fired the handball away. They're linking up again. Finlayson scraps his way along. Perrin gets his own footy and then barrels it inside 50. Trying to get onto it. Davidson crumbs his own footy, snaps around the corner, misses it. Not often do we see the barrel being pulled out, Tony, but how good is it? Put a tail on it, get it inside 50, get it deep. If you're breaking down at half forward, go deep to the big fellas and give them a chance.
Logan Finlayson is having a very good game as well, I will say. So could be on his way to a pair of arches the way he's going. Just on this wing, and I'm watching whether he's running in the tram tracks down the line or is he going diagonally inside, but tends to stay on the tram tracks here, and that's a really good, strong grab up forward. That looks like it is number 28 in Noah Logie. Kicked a few goals yesterday as well. So good teamwork by the uppers. I'll say this not tongue-in-cheek. They are up and about, as if you like, because there's a lot of tired boys out there. But the uppers just lining up at goal. This is where you need to finish, but that wind's going to play havoc, James. You're having a look through the knockies at him. What are you seeing there? Because he's only 40 out. Gets hold of it. What's he done? Just offline, so it's a bit of a blemish now. They go to 5 goals, 3:33 on the Sportal scoreboard, 14 minutes in. As that long kick, gee, that's a long kick, comes out. Contest here on the half-back line. Can't quite extract it, but puts the tackle in. Does Logan Finlayson, and we get a ball up.
Stoppage with a minute left here in this first half between Ongerup and Upper Grade Southern. Upper Grade Southern would be very happy with how they've performed so far. Spoke to a few of the guys last night. They were up and about, ready for this game. They were here nice and early. They were here when we arrived at the ground, which shows the commitment that they have to this carnival. Tapped over the back, going back in. Perrin, he's had a few touches, and then goes another barrel inside 50. Comes off hands, coming it away. Logie hands it over the top. Trying to get clean possession was Rowe. He couldn't. He was taken high for his trouble, and he'll get the free kick.
Yeah, it was number 20 there, Jamison Davison, that was to put the Jets on. That's going to have to come back. Why don't you just call it a goal?
I reckon. Pay the advantage.
Yeah.
Call it a goal.
Geez, he put the Jets on. We talk about that 5-minute burst and he broke away there. Well, it's going to be a shot on the siren. 5-3 plays 2 goals straight. Let's see if it can be 6-3, James. Kicking into the breeze. This is Zach Rowe.
Rowe got the free kick for high contact. This would be a really important goal for Upper Grade Southern. It goes a long way to winning this game. Great finish in the end, right on the siren, and that is a coach killer for Ongerup to concede a goal after the siren at half-time when they're already behind on the scoreboard. Does a bit of damage. They are trailing Upper Grade Southern 6-3, 39. Plays Ongerup 2 straight 12, doing it on this ground, all thanks to Cool and Transport and Fife Transport. Thanks very much for your company here on Classic Clashes for your Sunday morning. We'll take a break and be back with the second half action right after this.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
Time break, 39 plays 12 on the scoreboard. And Tony Neal joined by James Gardner, who's jumped in to help out. James, big day today. 4th versus 4th, 3rd versus 3rd going on at the moment. 2nd versus 2nd and 1st versus 1st. So big day ahead of us at the Freight Lines group, and we do thank them. A great Southern Colts Carnival. Ball in the middle of the ground. You with James Gardner.
Second half underway. Great upper grade Southern with a nice lead heading into this second half in the 4th v 4th playoff. Longer up off half back. At half forward rather, cruising on through as McLeod puts it into the pocket. Nice defence from behind by the upper grade Southern defence there. Hardy retrieves it away and they want to bounce off half back. Flicked inside. Clegg goes back to the outside, getting it through sets of hands. There's an Onger up player down, Tony.
Yeah, I was just going to mention, I was waiting for you to break there, but just see. So he got knocked down in that first contest and he's been down ever since. It looks like it might be Hamish Medway perhaps, number 17. Or it could be number 12, so we'll just wait and see on that. He is up on his feet, so that's a good sign. Continue with the call, mate, and we'll have a look.
Goes to
come off.
Right half forward for upper grade Southern, where the ball's been for a lot of this game. It's over toward the boundary line. There's been a whistle on play by the umpire, who's picked out a free kick.
And he's jogging off now, the Onger up player. He's just holding that right arm. Might be what we call a stinger. Let's just have a look. It looks... He's not moving it very much, so I'll tell you who it is in a moment. So we wish that young lad all the best. Number 14 is Trenton Hams, so good luck to that young man. As jogging on is the big fella in Mitchell Cameron. Wowee.
At half forward for Onger up as they ring the changes in. Hodgson throws it on the boot, gets an inside 50. Nice mark though by Clegg in defence. We've seen them like to switch the ball upper grade Southern. They decide not to and stick to this outer side. This is Clegg now after he received it from Bat, who took the mark. He goes inside. Bowen Zaccoli wheels around onto the right. It's a high up and under ball. Good luck parking yourself under that. Finlayson was going back into it, and coming from behind was Barrett, who couldn't hold on to the mark. We get a stoppage.
Did a good job of that too, and great to see when we get on that far side. There's a pile of supporters out in the cars over there, sitting in the back of the cars and lazing around on blankets, so good luck to them. I think they're supporting the upper grade Southern team, so great to see families and friends travel down a long way to support as that ball just flicks out. Number 7 there, Jai Holmes, just sensational, comes in, and this is the recipient. He's played a fantastic, he's had a very good carnival, very consistent across all games. He has played forward as well, but I think this is his spot backwards. Kicks to his opponent, opposite number 7, Cody Haywood. He too's played very well. You can see next to him there is Logan Finlayson, who I believe is playing wing again. So he might be playing just this one side of the ground as a winger. That's interesting. Haywood just about takes the player's head off. Almost a falcon getting over the man on the mark. That's Zachariah Bolton Ford in the forward line, gets that ball to Clegg. Clegg's actually a left footer, so that right foot kick up and down. Players contest. Oh, the Onger up players in a bit of trouble there. No one to give it to, and he's got a free kick, so very well done. Is that might be Barrett again? If it is, he's having a very good game. Some of them look very similar on that far side. Goes long past the scoreboard. There it is, all lit up. Looks fantastic out there, and this is Saxon Miller. Heads down the ground. Can they put 2 or 3 possessions together? Well, there's the man I was talking about. That is Logan Finlayson, obviously playing across the ground as well, and that ball comes out the centre wing.
It's a centre wing in neutral position. Overrunning it there was Kickett. Goes back to Goach, who shrugs the tackle and then wants to send it back down the line to right half forward. But again, the upper grade Southern halfbacks have been working overtime and they've been doing a great job of it. Green throws it on the left, looking for Bolton Ford, possibly held without the footy. Play on, said the umpire. Ball flirting with the boundary line. Goach decides to take it in. Interesting move. He gets the old 1-2 and then wants to kick it to us, Tone. As
Yours,
it rolls
James.
out. Oh, nearly got a possession there. In the end, it's a free kick going the way of Slade Green. So this is where Ongerup have been breaking down, is at half forward. We saw it yesterday. They just could not penetrate past their half forward line. And they need to get in some deeper options, because at the moment it's just kick to kick as that one goes over and out as well.
That's the second one today we've seen that they've kicked it in, it's come into the play and then gone out
again.
out down the other end. So Onger up, going to release off half-back. G kicks to a 50-50. Oh, Flynn Spark up high. Couldn't quite take it. Out it bounces. The uppers, boys, it's a little bit of the rolling ball. Is that a flick up?
Yeah.
It is. Unfortunately, couldn't get away with it. You can see what he was trying to do, Bryant Smith. Good try, but couldn't quite get it done. So he will run around on the left here, will Spark. He's actually picking the ball up where he's probably going to run to here, unless he does go behind the man on the mark. Here he goes. That's a token effort. Get right behind. Now we go. There he goes. Goes straight back to where the ball started. He'll go there again as he brings up a big, looks like a golfing shot there. There he goes, around on the left. So it gives his team the advantage. It's a nice kick in. Who's there? No one. It hits the ground. 2-on-1. I'll tell you what, I'd like to see that from a wingman going back down deep to help out. Flicking it out was Finlayson. Oh, round the corner! Onga up. Fortuitously into that dangerous position that came from Flynn Spark. And they get a goal on the board here. We'll just have a look. Just trotting back to the centre. That is number 9 in Lewis Gerard. Very well done by the young man there. Gets his first goal on the board. And that's what you like to see. Going back into the middle of the ground as well. I was interested to see where Logan Finlayson, number 10, starts, because he seems to have been everywhere. He actually is on that far wing, so he has drifted across the ground and running down deep down the other end. So he's covering a lot of ground. Don't mind his game today. Number 12, Toby Perrin just trotting on.
There's an important goal as well there for Ongerup. Get it back to 21 points. 6 minutes down here in the third term. James Gardner and Tony Neal on Classic Clashes. Hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you are around this wonderful country or globe of ours. Locked up again. We'll get another stoppage. Now, Tony, you know that I've got people everywhere. I've got connections everywhere. We've got people up in Geraldton watching. I'd like to give a quick shout out to all those watching. Hope you're all enjoying the coverage back home.
Fantastic, mate. And hello to everyone across WA, wider Australia and the world. This is real footy, country footy, as Beard comes on there, the big fella, number 18, Casey Beard. He's going back into his rightful position, which is in the back line. If he gets hold of it to do a kick out with this wind, watch out for that. Goes across towards, you wouldn't believe it, the blue bin. There it is, in the background there, just flicking it out. Well done by uppers, they've kept it in, a sizzling kick in. Dive and make me look good, we used to say at training. Gee, around the corner it comes, anyone's ball. The umpire has picked it is a point actually, to uppers. That ball racing around. Once again, we'd also like to thank our Classic Clashes partners, Alum Lube. They are a well-oiled machine like the teams that are out here. Speak to Ryan, www.alumlube.com.au. Retrovision, particularly the guys at Geraldton and Albany, great supporters of Classic Clashes as that ball's on the wing. We'd also like to thank Delta Ag. They're all over the state. Warren and the many managers and staff statewide. And Warren is a fantastic supporter of grassroots and local footy, country footy. www.deltaag.com.au. James Gardner, what is happening?
Well, Upper Grade Southern are going back inside 50 from behind. Great grab taken by Nelson.
Jake Nelson.
He takes the mark at true centre forward, decides to be unselfish and go short. Very unlike a big man to do that. And Davidson caught holding the ball. If you're the big fella, you take the mark, you go back and have a shot at goal if you're the big key forward.
And I'll tell you what, Jai Holmes again, mate.
Great footballer.
Again.
Goach has had plenty of the footy across this carnival, off half back and through the wing, goes short. That was a nice looking kick and a great grab taken there by Eaton, who hands it to the runner going by. Wants to get this ball moving a little bit further, and there's been a free kick down the ground after he was disposed of after. And that was Barrett again.
Just watching Lincoln Eaton come past us here, mate. He's 16. He's got 5 years of growth ahead of him yet. He'd be 6'3", and I don't know whether we're allowed to say weights or not, but he looks a good athletic size, we'll put it that way. And I mean athlete, as Beard has it. If he gets hold of this kick, there you go, that's what he can do. Just chip it 40 metres off one step. This player had a very good carnival, Bowen Zockley. Haven't seen as much of him today, but there's what he can do. He showed in patches brilliance. Gee, leading out, couldn't quite take it there, Jai Holmes. But look at him chase here. He's done really well. He's putting pressure on. It's 2-on-1 now. He's going to get shepherded away from it as they come around here, around the corner. Is it through? He does like it off the boot. Is that an 8 or a 9 there? Lucas Hull. Oh, it's Lucas Hull, of course. and he gets his second on the board today, Hull, and they race ahead now to 7 goals 446 to 3 goals straight.
Great performance from Upper Great Southern in this game, moving the ball at ease. When they do get their running game going and their skills are up, they look like a very hard team to play against. Ongerup just unable to defend the transition and also score themselves and get it past the half-back line of Upper Great Southern, who have been superb all day. As they get the clearance though through Gerard, off the deck, just sockers it forward. Herbert stops and props, throws it on the boot. Gets it high and long. Going back with the flight was Beard. He was okay, flicked it wide, made it someone else's problem. I get it back. Beard again through sets of hands. He's been strong at half-back again. Great thinking from Upper Great Southern. They're using their run and flair, and now it's with Bell along the outer side. Goes to centre wing just under the Sportal scoreboard. Great grab there by Logie. Good pair of hands. Goes inside, wanting to get it to a true centre-half forward position. Gets over Perrin. Had to go back. Kickett does the tackling. Great forward pressure to get the stoppage at true centre-half forward. Another goal-scoring opportunity coming up for Upper Great Southern.
So very quick transition. Good work down there by Casey Beard on 2 or 3 occasions, and it gets it down the centre-half forward quickly. So Ongerup now have to work to get this ball back into a scoring opportunity. It's stolen off them. Don't tell me around the corner again. Oh, just touched on the line, or it is a goal. So that is Hull with his third, and he has kicked 2 in a row. Young Lucas Hull having a very good game, and it just sucks the wind out of you. Ongerup did all that work to get it down here, but as we alluded to before, what's happening around that 50-metre mark or inside 50, and it just gets cleared at the last minute. Bang, 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 go Upper Great Southern. They get it down, and you like to see a team being able to finish off rather than that ball come straight back out again. So well done to Uppers. They're playing a very good game. They'll be happy. 8-4-52 plays 3 goals straight. And just looking, waiting for the player to come inside the 50 it is as we wind around to the 12-minute mark.
Final 3 minutes of this third term, and Upper Great Southern are starting to really break this game open and break the backs of Ongerup. We'll get a secondary ball up inside the centre square still, just over on that outer side. Underneath that beautiful Sportal scoreboard, all lit up, and it's reading positively for Upper Great Southern. It comes out through sets of hands. It was Nelson who hands it away, and then they get it up forward looking for Logie. Gets over the initial contest. They're trying to get another goal-scoring opportunity. Flicked over the top. How about that? Logie off the deck goes, and it's a goal. The ninth for Upper Great Southern, and his second, having a superb Carnival as the big key forward. Yes, the transition's been great, the delivery's been good, but he's making the most of his opportunities as good key forward should. And you get the feeling that at some point through this Carnival, or today, he could be a contender for the AFGRI Mark of the Year, $3,500 prize for the Mark of the Year across any competition in WA that we film and broadcast. Great prize, great to have AFGRI on board for the next 6 years. Great supporters of country football.
So ball in the middle of the ground. Uppers again trying to get that ball out. Player comes in from the far side, picks up now, has a lot of time to think about it, almost too much. Little handball across, he's going to get this back. Oh, tears through, well done by Blair Ball. What's the finish like? There it is to kick it, and the umpire's called that out of bounds on the full. I was talking to young Alan Kickett's father last night, fantastic man, and the amount of work that he's doing in country footy and helping out, and he's had a great career both up in the Great Northern area, your areas, and also down here. You had a good chat as well, and the amount of people that these people know, the synergy was there, and Ralph was doing a great job with the young lads helping out, and great to see people like that, the unsung volunteers, if you like, James. So a huge shout out to Ralph and his family there, and young Alan doing the family proud, representing the Upper Great Southern there, and free kicks come out. The Ongerup player puts his hand up. There's not too much spread off him there, and all the players now trying to get down into this area. So this is going to be a big pack because they've all just congregated here. Oh, the big fella, of course. That looks like it's Lincoln Eaton, is it? 16 years old, trots back, just pops it high in the air, A little bit hard for his teammates there. They're trying to kick the packs. Eaton's just going to try and pick this off here. It's probably going to go over, or they kick away from him. Here goes Bowen Zockel. He looks a bit sore today. Couldn't quite get it done. He's gone back in after it. Extracts the ball. That's what the player can do. You've just got to show a couple of little moments. That was very well done. And this is Zach Rowe. This way, that way. Gets caught. And we're winding around to, that's going to be the siren. So he won't have a shot off the half-back line. Score 9-4-58. Plays 3 goals straight. And we will take a short break.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
Welcome back, folks. It is three-quarter time and 9 goals, 4 plays, 3 goals straight as we have 4th versus 4th. It is Upper Great Southern in the yellow jumpers and Ongerup in the white with the red stripe. We're on Oval 2, Cool Transport and 5 Transport Ground. James, I know you're going to have to take off at some point through the quarter. It's been a pleasure once again. We have further games to cover today as Uppers go forward now. Gee, that's a big pack forming. Once again, good defence by Jai Holmes there. Flew in that pack. They all flew and no one stayed down. And umpire comes in and adjudicates. Flynn Spark has come in, puts his hand up. He's going to have to go up. Does so, gets a tap out. Roving that is Darcy Barrett. Kicks it out and right in front of their supporters down there, the Upper Grade Southern player will go back and take a shot. Got his own cheer squad there. As he's going to kick from 50. Plays on a little bit there. Nice kick in. Oh, very good grab. That could be, I reckon that's Barrett again, is it? Actually, we'll have to wait till he turns around. That was a nice grab though, James, and number 10 there kicked that in. Finlayson having a very good game today.
Finlayson being one of the better players, not only today but throughout the Carnival. There's Bolton Ford, switches it immediately. Perrin will take it, stride inside 50. Not the greatest of looking kicks, it's going to land short. Who's on the ground? Plenty of crummers for Upper Grade Southern. One of them was Logie. He had a flying shot at goal, but he misses it.
He's pretty agile, isn't he, for a big bloke? We saw that last goal in the last quarter that bounced through, and just a couple of those snaps like that. Geez, he knows his way around the footy ground.
Comes out for Ongerup, gets past the initial contest, and now they're away. This is Jarrard, wants to keep going, although the kick wasn't fantastic. He just almost 9-ironed it, and it allowed Riley Ford to get back and slide in and take the mark. He would have almost been better running it right into the 50 and then going for goal himself. There was just no one deep, though, to go to.
Wow.
Sparks flew, falls to the
Sparks flew, they did.
Front, and Perrin is almost piggybacked by a couple of Ongerup defenders and brought down for a stoppage.
Just from here, James, there's a lot of people to the left of this, a lot of players all in one line, and a big pack here. There's no wings either side of this pack, so a lot of congestion. Look at it, it is the rolling maul, can't quite get boot the ball. This time it's a soccer. First to the ball now is Jai Moritz, taken out of it, and he will get the free.
Almost had his head taken off there, Moritz.
Gets a bit of curry there, as a bit of roughing up. I'll tell you what they were doing a moment ago, uppers. Bolton Ford in front of us, Zachariah type, calling long.
Bolton Ford not happy that he wasn't using it. Maybe a little costly for Upper Grade Southern as Ongerup try and win this footy back. 2-on-2 contest. Numbers win out as the cavalry arrive. There's Perrin again, hands it back inside. This handball game of Upper Grade Southern has been superb today. Striding through the middle of the ground, Perrin wants to spot the kick up. Bolton Ford works. Good work rate. Does he get the reward? Goes inside 50, goes for goal, puts it across the face and misses it. Deserved a goal then because the work rate, he was down in front of us a moment ago, ran inside 50, created the option, got the mark, probably should have finished off. Just a little problem with the finish there.
He's having a bit of fun on the far side too, and that's with Flynn Spark actually, as that ball comes in from Clegg. Gee, chips it high, you've spoken about that, almost the golf chip. Players will have the sun in their eyes down there flying for that, as it's this way, that way, Ongerup. Clegg comes in again, no worries here. Right or left foot, this player can certainly play, and he's kicked the sausage roll there, young Clegg, and that is his second to Clegg. He's a very neat player. There's not a lot of him, but gee whiz, that was a great finish. And as I said, Bolton Ford was screaming for it down here, ended up on the other side, ended up in the middle. He's in the middle of the ground now, so just keep an eye out. He might give us something special with about 10 minutes to go. We had a chat last night. Great lad. Really good lad, as are a lot of them. And just to hear a few of their stories and their football background and how they play and what they do and so on. But he's been down back, up forward, over the Carnival. He's now in the middle of the ground. So if he gets within range, look out. We did see a somersault yesterday from one player. That was interesting for Eastern Districts. Ball goes up and down now. Can they get it out, Ongerup? They're trying so hard in the middle. Spark again gives it out. The player wasn't really moving, but Spark is. Can't quite get it back. Oh, brushed off there. 1-2. He's going to apply a tackle, is he? No, he's not. In it comes. Big pack forms. Oh, well, crumb. That is a perfect crumb by that player there, and kicks it. That was Cooper Brian Smith, kicked it straight to Jai Holmes. And Holmes it is. Oh, long kick out, 2-on-1. Clever football. The two win out. Harry McLeod just comes diagonally inside here. They leave it for each other. 1-2. Gee, puts a player under pressure. This time it's out through Herbert. It's out on that far side. The big fella, he tried to just nurse that ball forward. In doing so, he's given it back to uppers. They're going to release here across that half back line. No, they're not. They get another chance at Ongerup. Around the corner, the big fella off one step. Hasn't quite made the distance. Great foray forward and a mark on the last line defence. And thank you so much, James Gardner. We will catch up later in the day. As flick comes out, Ongar up, can they, can't they? They don't. They just get a point here, and that is their first point of the game. 3 goals 1, plays 10 goals 6. As we wind around to the 6-minute mark. Final quarter, kick comes in. Nursing uppers. A few changes now for Upper Great Southern on the interchange. Nice kick. Yeah, oh, very well taken out there as well. They'll link up here, 1-2. They do again. There is Logan Finlayson looking for it again. Plenty of possessions. Will he get it back again? No, he won't. He gets ignored and they come inside towards Beard. Over the top, it bounces fortuitously. New player on the ground with Slade Green. Inside 50 and backing back once again. What a game he's had. Darcy Barrett. Kick short. Oh, Flynn Spark had it before he really got hold of it. The umpire blew the whistle. It's going to come back towards Spark. Gets after it again. Gets up on that left foot. Beats the player. Good shepherding back play. 1-2. Gives that high kick in. It's going to be close to the boundary. Too close, in fact. So great work rate by Flynn Spark. Couldn't quite finish it though. And Uppers come back again to a 2-on-1. Is that a grab? No, it's not. Spark's in there again. Boy, oh boy, you'd swear there's 2 of him out there. He'll come up off the ground. Very exhausted looking. Up it goes. Back it goes again. Did well there. Got his head down to it. Hamish Medway. That was a good bit of play by that young man because he was had to put his head over the ball. Where Angels dare, we say. Couple of players with hands on hips. Flynn Spark. It comes to him. Not sure he really wanted it to. He's just moving down towards that pack. Up and down. Good little one-on-one battle. Clever little kick off the ground. Doesn't quite work though. Stephen White. Good effort though. Good battle here with Jake Nelson. As the ball up comes. Watch out for Beard at the back of this pack if he can get hold of it. Comes the other way. Just trying to flick it around. They're uppers. Care for the ball a bit more. Gee, that's a great pick up here. Around the corner it comes. Players are going to battle right in front of us here. Logie couldn't quite get it done. Mopped up by Ongar up. Up and down. Good play here. And that was Gerard again, getting a fair bit of it. And well done by the young man. And got it to Saxon Miller. Wheels around now. Looks in towards centre forward. The lead comes. That is a courageous mark by number 19 in Reese Hardy. That is a super grab. Puts it out on the wing. Good one-on-one battle. Great battle. The support comes. Ongar up. Couldn't quite get it out. Protecting the ball is Tremaine Way. Gee, that's a high kick. That's going to stay a long time in the air and it's going to bounce. Spark. Will he have a look at the goals? Chips it in. Not quite by Flynn Spark there. He's had plenty of it though. And point on the board. So it's 3 goals 2. Winding around to 9 minutes. Well, uppers not actually getting it down their forward line lately. This time they might. Couple of bounces now. Player runs in, just fends him off, says, excuse me, if you don't mind. Straight past he goes. Ball just bobbling around there. Shot on goal. Oh, is that... What's the umpy given? He's given it a goal. So, well done. Nice work there. It looks like... Could be number 20 here, Jamison Davidson. It is. And that is a nice goal from out on that angle. And that could go down as a contender for our goal of the year from Kimberley Accommodation Group. Just jotting down. Davidson there. Highlight goal. Bobbling around now. Upper Great Southern. Gee, he's got a bit of it now as couldn't quite get it done. Bowen Zockerly. He's going to chase in again. Spark under a world of trouble there. Gets it out though. Well done. Gerard kicks that ball out. Racing around now. Upper Great Southern. Wow, look at him flick that ball around. 1, 2, 3. Comes back in. Up at Great Southern, across it comes on the left boot now, high into the middle of the ground, standing under it. That looks like it is Toby Perrin, playing a great game, shares that ball around. 1, 2, here's a handball. Player's going to have to get it back. That's Clegg, around on the right boot. Anyone's ball, up and down. Oh, well done by the big fella back there, Darcy Barrett. And playing a very good game is young Barrett. But a free kick has come out. Looks like Logie, number 28. So big Logie's going to line up for his third. No, it's not Logie, or is it? We'll just have a look. Yes, it is. He's kicked. He has kicked the goal. Player's just looking. He's called it a goal. So that's what you do. So that's number 28. Pardon our cameraman there, Rowett. Not getting a chill, I hope. But a good goal there to Logie, and he's had a good game. He's kicked 3 for the game now. Well done to the big fella. As we wind around to 12 minutes, remember our best on ground wins the Archies. We might be able to do a quick interview with him. We'll see how we go today. Of course, there's a AFCWI footy as well up for grabs. So Spark again gets that ball out, flicks it out. Number 12 here is Kobe Hams. Couldn't get it done. They've taken it off him. This way, that way. Oh, in a bit of trouble here up at Great Southern. In it comes, just a kick forward. Talking about trouble, I reckon our generator's about to go down. So we could lose everything. Ball on that far side. 12-6 plays 3-2. Out it comes. Far side, up at Great Southern. Finlayson. Wheels around. Oh, this way, that way. Sells what we call a bit of candy. Goes on the left foot. Up they fly. Anyone's ball. That's a huge pack. And the generator's gone off. We could be in a world of trouble here, as the sounds of silence have hit us. And up it goes. Down it comes. Oh, bobbles around. Big number 20 there. Darcy Barrett again. Hello, we're back on. That's a good sign. Kick comes out. It's going to bounce now. Right towards the boundary line. Can't quite get it done. Once again, is he taken forward there, Cody Haywood? No, he's not. Play on. It's in that forward pocket now. Wheeling around. Can't quite get it done, and some tired players out there as we're going to get a ball up. Players milling around, up and down. Close to the siren, a minute to go. Number 29 here is Jake Nelson. Gee, the rolling maul now. Players taking the ground. Just waiting for our screens to come back on. We do apologise. Bobbles around now. In it comes. Right in front of goal here for Upper Great Southern. What's the umpire called? Well, we're right on siren time. Up it goes. Anyone's ball. Out again. Gee, there's a lot of players around this pack. Well done there, and good grab here to Gerard. Play on is the call. Takes off, and that is the end of the game. 12-6, 78, played in great spirit. 12-6, 78 to 3-2, 20 is the final score. So a 58-point margin in the end to Upper Great Southern. Yeah.
It's actually streaming. That's your film. This is streaming. Stomach is cut off. Stomach is cut off. They won't power the stomach.
So a great game in the end. We are over and done with here on the Coolin Transport and Fife Transport ground. We would like to thank all of our sponsors. We'd like to thank you, the viewers at home. played in great spirit, as we said, up a Great Southern, 12-6-78, Ongar up 3-2-20 in what has been a fantastic start to the day. We thank, of course, our camera crew, our support staff, matchday clubs and officials, and, well, we'll take a short break, and I'm sure there's plenty more football to go in the day.